Alright, assuming all is working right, we should be good to go here. On the left side, we're looking at Girth, Wind, and Fire. And sitting on the right side of the podium, we have Tteam, led by Ttully. The leader of Girth, Wind, and Fire is the one, the only J-Back, who seems to be the man of many hats, playing between multiple different discords. And under his purview, he's joined by Fullbleed, Seth Hexy, Sexy, basically, Skybernaut, and Cashed Checked. Cashed Check. There's no ED at the end, though he does have ED. Under Ttully's guidance and strength and wisdom, there are 3 other players that I am aware of. I'm not sure if they have a 5th on their squad. But you will see Ed's Forehead, Drake Black, and Oldie. The maps tonight, you will see map number 1, Ruins of Sarnath, map number 2, Tempest Shrine, and map number 3, in the event we do have a tiebreak that's needed, it will be Tower of Koth, and off the rip, fight for the heavy, which the Anarchy actually winds up winning pretty handily. Fast action immediately. Both teams lined up for the soul and being tossed back by Tteam. They are quickly going to take A. Of course, Drake Black on his almost trademark. Albuquerque will not allow it, but if he could, he would. Trademark Scalebearer. Get the initial couple of percentage points, but quickly and feverishly swept away by Girth, Wind, and Fire.
So lost.
In the background, I'm working on getting Sexy coming on. He's debating, commentating, so let's get that going. Let me see if I can figure this one out. So Seth, give me a holler. I think you can be heard now.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, I think you're
Maybe,
good.
maybe yes, maybe no.
Yep, you are coming through loud and clear to me.
Okay, good. Oh
Give me some
boy.
insight on your team.
Girth, Wind, and Fire. You know, it's a group of all-stars, really. But, I don't know. Cash is the runner, and Skybernaut, he's like the anchor. And then J-Back and Fullbleed kind of do a bit of everything.
Your team has the quad.
At least that's the way it's run for the past maps that we've scrimmed or played together.
Enemy has the quad.
Willingly giving up your strategy? That's bold.
Enemy has the quad.
I think everyone knows Cash is the runner, though, no matter where he plays. Like, I don't think that's a secret.
Defend A.
I don't know what
It's like
makes you
Ed
say
with
that.
Slash. Yeah, it could be the fact that he like plays so much Anarchy. God forbid.
For a second there, I thought he wasn't playing Anarchy. Then I realized that you still have, oh my God, who? Fullbleed that's playing Sorlag. I could have sworn that Cash was playing Sorlag for the moment.
He does play a lot of Sorlag on this map. Yeah.
So lost.
Wow. The Tteam is actually doing quite well. Right now, your guys are pulling it over by Rocket, but almost your team almost actually snuck by.
Yeah,
the
no,
Rocket
this is
side with the soul.
it's a bloodbath right now. Nobody really seems to have good comms of where the other one was for the second. They're all just kind of rushing in.
So lost. Soul taken.
And that is the last place anyone wants to be, is on the bottom floor with no means of going upwards into a Scalebearer or a Bull Rush. So Ed going to be the tiny little girl on the black leather couch.
Oh shit! Now I'll have that image in my head for the rest of my life. Thank you.
You're welcome. You can send the bill to my PO box.
Spawn. Enemy has
Heard
the
that.
protection. Your
Is
team
it
has the protection.
fragsnoobs at nubaeus.net?
It's a little more vulgar than that. I don't think I can say it on stream.
Oh no. Okay. Well, maybe I won't ask then. I'll ask you afterwards. I'll hit you up.
Perfect. what I'm actually very shocked about is your team at the moment is being shut out. There's not a single point on the board soul-wise.
I think
you guys keep throwing the soul, but
it seems like they're having a really hard time actually getting across the midfield to like past the T connector. Really, I don't know if it's a. I don't think it's a damage thing. I mean, looking at the scores, it looks not that different overall.
No, it's actually really close, all things considered. J-Back being monstrous as expected with 45 points right now, and your teammates are not really disappointing either. It's just a matter of the soul cannot stay at B.
I think Ed's a big part of that, because he keeps just like snagging it at the last second and then just sprinting to the other side before anyone can catch him. That's kind of just what he does. I mean, so if you can shut down Ed from getting to, you know, one of these points.
You see where the soul is, by the way?
Yeah. I've seen it there once before, and I think it eventually just respawns after a while.
Alright, well, Cash finally picks it back up. You guys have 6% to work with, if that. You have to contest immediately, so now you finally get the points on the board. So officially not a shutout.
Soul lost.
Yeah, but immediately get taken away again, probably by Ed. Yeah.
This is a much different game from Ed. The last couple times I've seen him, he is more on the forefront, running around with shotgun or rocket, trying to just be a pest. This time around, he has some really solid front lines leading the charge, so he can sneak in and kind of do whatever he wants. At the moment, trying to get a gauntlet kill. He actually did. Cash check returns with another gauntlet. I didn't quite catch on the screen, but it was in the kill feed.
Soul taken.
And boy, oh boy.
Oh,
and now
wow, Scott actually managed to throw it off.
The quad
But I didn't get the
was-
quad, though.
The quad, yeah, the quad was with Girth, Wind, and Fire, albeit briefly.
Oh, wow.
Drake
That was...
no bull rush for once.
Enemy has the
This is
quad.
a slaughterhouse.
Yeah,
9.
this is bloody. It's messy.
And in the midst of all that, somehow the soul found its way past T connector.
Your team
I think
has
that's
the
the
quad.
therd time it at least made it to or through mid. But it is
Oh my gosh,
far
Ulti.
cry from anything that is what I consider fruitful or useful.
Yeah, I mean, damage means nothing at the end of the day if you can't actually get it to your point. I mean, this isn't TDM.
Lost.
You can do all the damage in the world, but... Oh, wow. What are these spots it keeps landing?
Well, that
Like
little
twice in a
corner
row.
on the arch, that I know very well because I can never throw the soul over properly. It'll either get stuck at some random point on the ceiling and just drop in front of my face, or
There's
it'll
invisible
come on the
walls
side.
there. Yeah, they just don't make sense, and they never have. Looks like Ttully seems gonna take that first round pretty easily.
Yeah,
But
one
I don't
round
know,
out of
I
the
feel like-
way. It's no big deal. Easy way to come back. Starting it even again. And your team is full of really good players, so I'm surprised.
Like they're doing really decent damage. It's just that they're not actually getting a hold of the soul that often.
They're basically getting out-positioned. That's the key. Like, sure, you guys are getting kills, but the positioning is off because there's no follow-up. The 1 or 2 kills will happen, but the soul will either already be gone, or you're in such a bad spot that the respawns are catching your team in, like, very much off guard.
Yeah.
And the problem is, how do you calculate for respawns when you're aggressively trying to make a push?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on, you know, if they can set up that spawn trap on the A side of the map where the enemy team pretty much just spawns at heavy all the time. If you can lock that down, it's pretty hard to come back from that. Because really their only options, they either have to go the long way around through the tri-bolt side, or, you know, they can try and risk it up the LG stairs or rail, but that's kind of a death sentence if they have any kind of range on them.
Alright, the quad is up in 10 seconds. This is going to be key. We're still very early on in this round, but whoever can secure this quad will likely be able to maintain the soul and secure themselves, what do you think, 20, 25%? As long as the quad stays alive, and right now, it is with the Tteam. Oldie picking it up on BJ.
Yeah, BJ, he's got Mega too, so he's gonna be pretty stacked coming in here with it. They gotta be careful. Oh, but the spam, the CC, holy shit. They got spit and fire on the point. They didn't want to give that one up.
Yeah, not one bit. And it's still
Visor is really
remains
weak
in
with quad
control.
too.
Tully only has 26 health.
Wow, he got tricked with that rocket.
Tully dodged the rocket, but instead allows his team to take the full force of it, dying. So sure, the quad didn't go away, but it was 2 seconds away from timing out anyway. So very kind of you, Tully. You're not getting a Christmas card from Drake this time.
Probably not. That one had a signature on it.
Your team seems to be a little more composed. Your team being Girth, Wind, and Fire, which anyone who's tuning in, I'm speaking with the sexy Setsky.
Yeah, what up? Yeah, it's, I mean, if they pull this here, you're probably just better off just throwing it off instead of trying to run. The problem is, I think every time that, they've thrown it, whoever's, like, standing up there hasn't been that healthy to run anyway. Oh, Ed. Oh, no.
There's quite a bit of stopping the fight, too.
Yeah.
The soul will be pulled, but then soon after, the soul will stay put for, you know, 3-4 seconds. 3-4 seconds doesn't seem like much, but in this game, like this whole interaction of, who is that, Skybernaut? No, it was Full Bleed. Between him running up from rail, getting some LG damage and coming up the lift, that was 3 seconds. It's an eternity. You can really cover a whole lot of ground.
Enemy has the protection.
Oh, Ed did have prot.
Has the protection.
Now J-Back
immediately got gunned down.
Trade. J-Back, we saw that. So when you come back to review, good rocket jump. LOL. Good recovery. 17 health, the double shotgun. Oldie will be able to trade off on J-Back, but even still, J-Back not able to do quite enough to do like a full wipe, but his team is able to grab the soul, if for a moment.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this has a lot to do with just the speed of Ttully's team right now. Even though they're not, I mean, Slash is like really the only fast champ on there, but just the pace that Ttully's team's playing right now seems to be determining this game.
Yeah, they're definitely throwing bodies at the problem, and it's working out to be a pretty solid solution.
Yeah.
Cash, I think that's Cash's third gauntlet kill of at least the map. It might be 4 of the
Him and Ed are having a competition, it seems, for most pummels this game.
So lost.
J-Back might be able to take off. Oh no, he should have kept going. Okay.
Oh,
all right, never
Ttully.
mind. I'll eat
He
my
may be able to run for it.
Back around the world, heading. I thought he was going to go through the portal, picking up a little
I
bit
do
more
like
health.
this though. They are playing it a little slower instead of just running in because they know they're probably already going to be on the point.
Yeah, this is
They're
very
going to
good.
actually make it happen.
Yeah, try to kick off the respawn cycle.
Good rail. Okay.
Don't
Kill
get pushed
Ed,
back,
you're
but
good.
The health values on your team are non-existent. 3 teammates go down. J-Back is working on attempting to secure the quad. He will have a little bit of backup, but so will Ttully and Ed. Cashed with his, I think that's 5. We got to keep a record of this. I'm pretty sure that's his 5th gauntlet kill of the game, and he didn't have quad when he got that kill.
After the game. I'm fairly certain you can see stats after the game.
I wish you could.
For individual weapons. No, on the stats website. I don't mean actually in game.
I haven't checked it out in a while.
You should be able to pull that info. I'm curious now. You just search up a player. I think it even counts custom games, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Good to know. Cash check. He says rocket straight to the gut right as the quad times out. So that power up, thankfully.
So they are doing a little better here. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing better. They have more points in the last round, but you guys have 1% to work with against the team. And that was a bad toss. It looked good, but for this map, basically any toss that isn't perfect is, for all intents and purposes, bad. So it buys you guys a little bit more time. Can you get the recovery? Cash back on the point. Well able to take down Drake, who I don't think he had bull rush. Usually if someone's on the point and bull rush is up, it gets popped.
Full Bleed's got to throw this probably. Well, maybe not.
Capture
Oh, he actually capped it. They're all there though.
so lost.
Jaybeck was only there if for a moment to announce his presence and then quickly vanish. Where'd the soul go?
It's not by heavy right now. Full bleed had it.
So
Yeah, they killed him
lost.
right before he capped it.
So
Oh, they got Ed before he got over there though.
incoming
Skybernaut with a good, it was actually very good positioning for a cutoff in the event the soul did get picked up. He is still significantly low on health.
So
One rail, and there it is from Ttully. One rail will put him in the grave. But even still, the positioning was solid. He threw with the flame strike and rocket launcher. It would have been a pretty solid chance of holding.
Oh, they
through that
didn't actually
final
try and get
1%.
it. They actually all fought for the power up.
team has the
Ttully's gonna get a hold of it though. That may be curtains.
defend A.
Likely so, unless.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Skybernaut is deceptively good at this game. You really don't expect that. I keep watching him, and every single time he's impressive. He makes good decisions. His positioning's solid. Sometimes his rockets don't quite connect, but you can't really do much about that. Rockets are 40% luck, 60%. I'm not going to go into the Linkin Park song, but
Sometimes it's just swag, man. Just swag out on him. But I mean, if they keep jumping on it, they're still getting kills. They may actually be able to pull it.
So lost.
it's tossed. Come on, full bleed. He's getting the hustle in. Can Drake Black catch up?
Soul taken.
He does catch up. 50 health, cash check.
So lost.
Able to cut off once more. I think he's gonna maybe around
Going
the world.
portal side probably.
He spotted someone at lift, so now decides to go portal instead, and delivers the soul back. Sign this man up
Problem is
for.
they're already there.
Cash should work for FedEx because he'd do a far better job than any FedEx truck I've ever seen.
So lost.
I've never had an undamaged box I've received from FedEx once in my life. It's just not in their wheelhouse. Oh, looks like he's trying to go around the defense here. They're trying to keep him off the point.
Drake Black eating a metric crap ton of damage. I think that was machine gun, not a slash trail. That was his teammate's slash trail.
So lost.
This is a scrap right now.
Defend.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to let it go.
You have the soul. Quads fall.
Good toss up to T.
He has the
Ed's
quad.
forehead gets literally ripped in half by 2 rails. Drake Black donates quad. It is up for the
It's to
taking.
Jaybeck.
Jaybeck gets it. That is actually huge news. If Jaybeck
That's
can
a
simply
big
land a
win
couple
for them.
shots. Yeah.
Oh, Ed.
Good night,
He
Ed.
went for the gold. Yeah, Ed loves that gauntlet, man. I didn't realize how much he gauntleted until I watched this game, I guess not playing him. I just watched him for a lot of it. That's a lot of pummel usage, though.
Yeah, with the game this way works, a slash can sneak up behind and basically with no sound get behind enemies, and the gauntlet is basically the highest DPS gun in the game. As long as you can stay on top.
So
Oh,
lost.
they threw fire out. They may be able to hold it here.
Big Black's still pretty
They
healthy.
can kill
Eats a
him.
rail, burns just before reaching the point.
Dang. Wow, Cash is gonna go straight to LG. It's gonna be waiting for him, though.
Capture.
I thought I saw blood coming out from that rail that Jaybeck
Soul taken.
just barely missed, but it's okay. The soul hold
Skyber
once
not.
again,
Just throw it off.
99%. How do they keep getting away with this?
Oh, wow, he must have been really low. Tickled him with that LG on the stairs.
Jaybeck secures 1 kill,
Good
pops the slash snail trail. Oh, what?
Barely manages to live there.
Smart
Gonna commit
suicide.
suicide on purpose.
So lost.
I don't
That was a
hate
very
it.
smart suicide.
Just to get
I
back
thought.
with more health, yeah.
I think it was A, to get back with more health, and to allow someone on your team to pick up the rocket and have the full 10 shots instead of, I think he had 3 right before dying.
Yeah.
No health, no ammo. I mean,
They
it's not
managed
much
to
of a
bring this
defense.
back. They got Ttully's team. Wow.
Holy
They actually lost that
shit.
second round. They pulled it back, man.
That was like one of the best comebacks I've ever seen.
I think they just killed the Ttully's team, their momentum. halfway through there.
Becoming soul.
Just that scrap and that constant like trying to get it back at that 99, just praying that they don't jump on it for that last 1%. And it cost them in the end.
I feel like it was once Cash hit that 5th gauntlet, that's when all morale went out the window.
Yeah, the demoralization tactics.
Soul taken.
Well, Eds gets the soul tossed to him by, I think that was Ttully.
Oh, and they get him. They might actually kept this
Soul
point.
Cash check still might.
Capture A.
Cash snuck it through.
Yeah, they got it. A secured. Interesting turn of events. They were watching for Ed though that time. Like, they caught on to what he was doing at the beginning of every single round.
Actually, it was Oldie. Oldie pick up the soul initially, right when it spawned, and then tossed it to Ed. Ed just took too much damage at the beginning. And so if he could have just stayed safe, it's a smart strategy. I haven't really seen that used yet. Typically, it's you get your fatty to just put his head down and charge on through. Usually it's like Drake Black on Scalebear. Oldie, what are you doing?
Soul lost.
That was interesting. Quad's coming up soon though. Let's see what who shows up. Ed pulling out the trail and gets immediately rocketed. Drake took a big rocket. Still pretty healthy though.
He's healthy, but he only
Not
has a
after
starting
that.
shotgun. Starting shotgun can be really strong within a certain range, but you'll see. Oh, never mind. That was a good range for it, but a little bit further, like where he is standing up to the nail, you'll see more damage, even with the quad, more of like a 19 or 12.
Yeah.
Putting in some good work with the quad. Eats all 3 fireballs from Skybernaut. That was a good toss.
Yeah. They're gonna pull this here. Let's see what they can do with it.
That drop actually works out in Girth, Wind, and Fire's favor somewhat, even though
Makes
it's
it go around the long way.
Yeah, it's a much longer return, so it gives.
And
gives
Cash
the
is
blue
gonna
side.
chuck it as soon as it spawns back on. Actually worked out very well for them. It's still a scrap down below by the rail. Let's see if the boys can pick it up. Mega LG side. I think you saw who was there and he's going around. It's getting so many kills, it's just not moving anywhere yet. They're all not that healthy either. They managed to cap it, but Drake is going to go down here?
Yeah, he's spit on, so he's going to die.
Yeah.
The soul will exist up near T,
Soul taken.
but that allows Ttully, who's also ticking away, to bring the soul just a tiny bit further. Actually, I think, did he manage to throw it? He did manage to throw it a little bit, but the soul drops right back down onto rail.
Yep.
I'm not even really seeing much of a strategy anymore. This is for
It's a brawl, man.
yeah, this is a clusterfuck.
Oh, Cash went up the gauntlet. And it decided with the LG instead. Oh, Prot's coming soon.
Protection spawned.
Drake's gonna get. He only has the rocket launcher.
Yeah, he's got some good ammo with it, and with the thanks to protection, he has a pretty solid amount of health.
Defend B.
No more than a fully stacked scale typically would, but seeing those numbers through the protection can be a little bit annoying.
We took a direct rocket there too. Oh, that hurts.
Soul
Ow, that
lost.
really hurts.
Enemy has the protection.
Actually went down with it in the back of point.
We have
Raising
an
with the
even game
power
right
of
now.
pushing in there. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh my god! This game
What
is
is-
freaking hilarious.
Oh man, it's a pummel party out here tonight.
Oldie gave no fucks, literally zero. He's just like, all right, I know you're gonna out LG me, so pulling out the double gauntlet and hold W. He didn't even try to strafe jump. Literally held W and ran into JBack. And I don't know if JBack was like deer in headlights, but that might have been my favorite moment of the night so far.
Most terrifying moments of all time, seeing 2 pummels straight in your face.
Soul
Oh
lost.
dear. Drake's gonna go down there. Skybernaut is taking a bit of a detour, gets LG'd.
Soul lost.
I gotta say, I almost forgot how the first round went between the last round and now this. This has been a much different showing from Girth.
Be finding their rhythm here, both teams do. Wow, he actually knocked him up there and almost pushed him onto the point with that charge.
Yeah, shout out to the team Event Horizon who keeps doing, what's it called, basically trick jumps. Very, almost like an homage to what
Let's
they
see who
do.
gets this power up here. Is this going to swing the game, I feel? Looks like it's going to be Girth, Wind, and Fire. Javek's going to have it, and he has Mega, I believe.
And he is
He's
looking
pretty
healthy.
stacked coming in here.
He wants this LG so he can pop out through the portal.
Ed's going to take it back through Rocket. But Javek's going to be waiting for him.
Managed to deliver it. I'm shocked that Javek is now very much worse for wear. Cash
has got
a pretty damn near free run home.
Yeah, he did. And Quad's probably almost out, but they kill him anyway before he has a chance to pick it up. I think only 2 members on point right now, so they gotta pull together a bit here. Hope their teammates spawn in and cut him off in the mid ground. Oh, good rocket.
Body's getting cut in half, left, right, and center. Javek barely missing. That was a wide miss on that rail. And somehow the soul gets scooped back up. Where did that come from?
Don't know.
You have the soul.
Good defense though, even though that was pretty scrappy. That percentage is climbing up there. He's gonna use charge here and hits nobody. Ouch, that hurts.
That's 3. I think that's 3 dead on Girth, Wind, and Fire. So this should be a pretty free retake for Team Ttully. Oldie, I think he's trying to find a way to pass this to Ed. Ed's sitting up at T. But no, Oldie's going to take this for himself.
They're kind of trapped at T. They had to go around from Rocket. The detours seem to work, but they're all not that healthy.
Yeah, Seth,
Rock
your
coming up
team,
soon.
it seemed like your team spotted Ed, knew that the soul was gone, and just assumed that he had it. Because Oldie ran right through them, basically taking no damage, almost not contested at all.
Oh, and Javek's gonna get the prot here.
Javek is low, so he's going to need to heal up before he can rejoin the party. Alright, 2 kills secured. 81% for Team Ttully. They are doing pretty solidly on the B base. Personally, I do like the B base. But it can be tricky depending on the arsenal and how your team's respawning.
Yeah. Oh, Visor. That poor Visor. They're coming in through T side right now. There is still 3 on point though. Most with guns, yeah, that hurts. That really hurts. Good defense.
5 seconds left until the Flame Strike is up for Skybernaut. And with 5% left to go, basically, if he needs to
he's gonna coat that point. If they kill him here and on the jump pad, maybe almost over. Oh wow, they actually managed to pull it. Not for long though.
I kind of thought that that was a bad position of the Flame Strike. It just so happened that Team Ttully decided to stay down anyway.
What a game. GG boys, I'm proud. It did me very proud there.
You win.
They pulled both those games back. That was I was a little uneasy with that first round, but they I guess they just needed to find their rhythm for round 2 and 3. GG. Look at J-Back's score. 282. Oh my gosh.
Motherfucker.
I don't think I've ever seen above 250 before. That's crazy.
That's what happens when a Slash can secure basically every quad.
And prots. She had a lot of prots too.
He did manage to scoop a couple of those. I thought that prots were mostly Drake Black's item, unless Drake Black died. Then
yeah, he got him a bunch when they spawned in, but then he got pounced on and ended up dying not too much later on. And usually they would just pass it off to J-Back for whatever remained. But
Are you hopping in now? Is this your time to shine? Oh, yep. So Seth, I can't pronounce his name. We'll just call him Seth. Seth is now gone. He's going to be hopping in to play. He's a member of Girth, Wind, and Fire. So one of these four on the left-hand side will be swapping out. And I'm throwing on a little bit of intermission music while we get transitioned over to the next map, which will be Tempest Shrine. And the game gets loaded up. I will say, if this keeps up, we actually might see a Tower of Koth. Pretty much all of their games have been 2-0s, but with the way that that last game went, holy moly. This is intense and tough. I don't think either side had a bad game. Girth, Wind, and Fire had a bad round one, but they very quickly and gracefully recovered. That was incredibly impressive. Okay, we are finally getting map number 2 underway. I am watered up for the most part, so hopefully everything goes fine voice-wise. We are down Sethsky because he is now in the game. He wound up subbing in for, I want to say it was Full Bleed. Find out in just a moment. That looks accurate. On Tempest Shrine, there are no heavy characters on Girth, Wind, and Fire. Girth, Wind, and Fire will be on the left side of the UI on the blue team. And then for Team Ttully, they'll be still donning the red trunks. I believe I spotted a Sorlag. We'll have the CPMA duo Since I think I also saw another anarchy. Should be anarchy between both teams and likely a slash between both as well.
This one's gonna be epic!
Prepare your team. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Round 1.
All right.
Fight.
Get into the action.
Soul.
Oh, immediate kill. Oldie takes down J-Back. G. That was a 2v1, so J-Back just about still no chance at a starting weapon there. And Ttully will
Soul spawn.
trade with Seth. I'm actually kind of shocked that the turret was able to bring him down there.
Lost.
All snagged away. Who'd that go to? That had to have been Ed. Ed would immediately bring it to B. That was actually a solid jump. Damn. Although Ed does go down, the early percentage ticks are in favor of Team Ttully.
Soul taken.
A little shocked that Ed burned his ability off the rip. There is no deterrent for anyone trying to push and hold a point or to cut off a trail.
Defend A. Soul lost.
We're seeing what looks to be a decent defense. I don't really see many members of Girth, Wind and Fire on the point quite yet, but with Oldie and Ttully going down, you might see a wombo combo. Soul getting picked and then the quad getting picked up shortly after. Actually, somehow the Soul was not snagged away quite yet. J-Back is making his best effort for the quad, and now they'll be in hot pursuit of the Soul. Wow, J-Back took a beating. That's going to stall on the quad usage. Already halfway done. Picking up a little bit of health. The shotgun barely missing a one-tap. 12 health. Okay, there goes... I think that was all 4 members of Team Ttully, so...
Soul taken.
Quad now gone. It still allows the Soul to get plucked out. Dash check, rocket jumping, taking his... Wow, he actually didn't deposit the Soul. He missed.
Defend A. Defend A.
That drop
Soul
from there would have
lost.
been the easiest thing, so he does get the Soul to
Soul
touch,
lost.
but misses out on a couple percentage ticks. It stings. It's not terrible, but it does sting. Jake Black redeposits the Soul.
Soul lost.
Skybernaut still sticking to the Death Knight.
Soul lost.
Tosses up so cash check and snag hold, but 2 members of Team Ttully ready and waiting, able to return it right back. This is another massive lead for Team Ttully. This is reminiscent of the last map. Team Ttully had an incredible start in round number 1. Spoiler alert, they weren't able to quite bring it home and secure the map.
Incoming protection. Capture B.
Certainly hard fought. Goddamn Ttully. I didn't realize Ttully was playing Death Knight. That was a great prediction. Hearing the skate of J-Back, able to time the Fire Blast into the rocket. It was an immediate 175 damage. Without any additional armor or health, that is a dead slash.
Soul taken. You have the soul.
Guyber not going to lead the way.
Your team
Like
has
he
the
was
protection.
initially trying to push his way through LG, but now sticking around to fight. Oh no, go deposit. Keep it moving. That's the key. Fighting does feel nice when you can secure a kill or 2, but leave that to your team.
I will not grant you that privilege.
Skybernaut trying to do something from up top, but that flame strike essentially nowhere. Basically sitting on top of the jump pad, and that's about it. No one getting touched by that flyer. Actually wondering where Seth is tossing his turret. I don't think I've really seen it do much aside from his initial trade right at the start of the map. Now he throws it down. Decent spot to defend from this entry, but when the soul comes from up top, much ado about nothing with that. So Ed taking the high ground, dropping down low, returning the soul home. Round number 1 over to Team Ttully. And we see a repeat of the last map. Girth, Wind, and Fire needs to regroup and rethink how they want to approach this game. Early-ish usage of fire and spit, but it's around the time when the soul spawns, so it's not too terrible. There wasn't much denied by either ability, though. Soul is down with the shotgun. Can it be stopped? J-Back not able to quite land enough nail damage to net the kill just before the soul gets on the point. So, point B once again over to Team Ttully. It's a really hard point to retake if you can't get a coordinated push. Drake Black not on his well-known scale bearer, so he's sitting on Galena, and my assumption is the totems on this base are making quite a bit of difference. I think Skybernaut just did rocket damage to himself. He's still kind of healthy, but took out his own armor. Oh, 2 great direct rockets. A third borderline direct. Holy popped up in the air, not be able to land his 5th rocket in a row, more or less.
Quad spawned. Enemy has the quad.
Oh, this is not going to be good. Already a 40% lead, and now a quad over to Team Ttully. Oldie on the sore leg has spit up in just a moment, so if there is a push, that spit will get thrown down. Good luck trying to pull. I think that spit will tick at 40 per. Down goes the spit. Quad stolen away by J-Back. J-Back only has 40 health.
You have the soul. Soul taken.
Alright, where does Skybernaut go? He's heading back towards Heavy? Is he probably waiting for a callback to double back? Heavy coming up right now, but he's in the process of being cut off. That Heavy basically saving his skin, or what's left of it since he's playing Death Knight. Pretty solid push home. Cashed in the midst of all this. Manages to scoop up the soul and bring it home. Doesn't miss the deposit this time. And it is going to be a long haul trying to keep this soul on point. The next power-up comes up any moment now. About 30 seconds. How is the regroup looking? Ed, solid on health and armor. Oldie has an LG. J-Back gets caught out of position. That's uncharacteristic. Usually see him playing a little bit more aggressive if he has, say, the quad. But due to that mishap, this allows Oldie on Sorelag to easily scoop back home. Finds a lowly cash check. Cash puts a little bit of peppering into Oldie, but still Oldie is looking okay-ish at 30 health. If he's lucky, he can scoop away one more health bubble. Not lucky enough. Braille goes right into the tail hole. Wait, Skybernaut scoop the soul and toss it away? He has protection. Should be able to run that back pretty easily. Drake Black almost with a solid cutoff onto Cash, but Skyber will push him right down the stairs. Not able to do much into the low anarchy. Not quite sure if they even know where Cash is. Ttully knew. Ttully was right there fighting on the point, but the other three members looked a little confused. One more rail to bring Cash down. That anarchy's so difficult to hit. Like trying to shoot an ice pop. Oldie, by some miracle, does not secure the kill with the shotgun. There's a tag team between Seth and Cashed. And it seems like Team Ttully, well, it appeared that they were going for a coordinated attack, but immediately Drake Black went down. He was a free kill coming up that jump pad. Now here comes a solid push from Team Ttully.
You have the soul. You have the soul.
Oh, Drake getting stuck in a little bit of the slash trail. Actually somehow sidestepping to the right and not getting caught by the explosion chain of it.
Defend B. Defend B.
Boy, oh boy. We're getting back to the back and forth part of the game.
Enemy has the quad.
I guess that's the theme. Round 1, we're just going Team Ttully's favor. Round 2 and 3, who the hell knows? Anyone's game. Right now, Cashed. His arsenal is a little strange. He has a starting machine gun. If he slides over to the left a little bit, he can get a heavy machine gun.
Enemy has the quad. Your team has
Luckily
the quad.
enough, Skyburnet was there to clean up. I think that was Drake Black and Elena. Get himself the quad. What in the fuck was that? Those are some weird
Your
bounces.
team has the quad. Enemy has the quad.
And
So
we have
lost.
once again another back and forth massacre, trading off on the quad and the soul. Where Ed's forehead will bring it back. And with 5% left, there's really only 1 or 2 people left that could possibly make a difference right now. One of them just goes down. Cash check. Seth Hexy, he needs his turret to do something. I think the turret just died as it was thrown down. So, final man, hoping to do anything. Skyburnet, flying in through the air,
Enemy team
lands
wins.
just a second too late. So map number 2 goes over to Team Ttully. That's an 0-2. I'm actually surprised that Girth, Wind, and Fire cannot land a single round on that map. But brings us to Tower of Koth. I think it's the first time we're seeing Koth at all. And I am very much intrigued on how this map's going to work, because both teams are playing super aggressive. Koth is much more of a defensive map. So who's going to have the strong defense? Whoever can prevail after pulling the soul first can basically get the majority of the score. I just don't know how it's going to work out properly. Koth is in terms of how it works, it requires a ton of communication to even have it flow properly. And by communication, I mean the ability to toss the soul like you're playing hot potato or football or rugby even. If you're holding on to the soul for more than a couple seconds, you either have a free clear path home or you're doing something kind of wrong, because your paths back are way more limited than the other maps. They're very narrow or even virtually forcing you off the map. A little shocking that I'm still not seeing any heavy character posturing from Girth, Wind, and Fire. Heaven forbid the open side of the map is taken. Need some significant health to hold down and at least pull the soul off for it to be reset. Doom guy being potentially locked in by Ttully. You don't really see that all that often in these competitive games, except if you see someone like Mars play. Does he actually commit? I think he, right at the very end, right before the game started, I think I saw a committal to the Doom guy pick. Which I think that character is extremely underrated for this map. There are many big gaps that can be turned into shortcuts. Not necessarily need something like a full tilt slash to get you there. The ability to redirect off of the angle jump pads are also a pretty important
Ranger reporting.
component to this map. So the CPMA movement, like Anarchy and Sorlag, they should fare pretty well here, especially on the heavy side.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Fight.
In terms of starting off on the map, instant head off. Drake Black going to secure the kill on a cash check immediately. Cash check not playing Anarchy. J-Beck is actually going to play it this time. They finally bring back a fatty into the lineup on Girth, Wind, and Fire. Maybe that's a secret. Maybe that's exactly what was needed for the last map and was missing. Girth, Wind, and Fire will secure the heavy side of the map, which is super well known for pulls from up top. As you can see right now, Drake Black is trying to pull. Gets kind of mutilated on top of the pillar. That move that Skyrock just pulled is the key reason why I think that Doom guy is a significant factor on this map. You don't have to worry about missing the pillar jumps. You can use that double jump as a pretty good crutch. Another top pull being attempted. Ed's forehead. He actually does fall down this time, but thanks to the speed, he is long gone without any hope of being caught.
Defend B.
10 seconds off from the quad, but there's a quad and a protection here. Remember, this is a double power-up map.
Protection spawned. Quad spawned.
Ed is actually doing a great job. He's able, if he's not able to secure this, he's doing a great job of delaying the quad pickup. So both power-ups are going to be onto Team Ttully. Drake Black with the protection, Oldie with the quad. Oldie's looking a little worse for wear, but I think he should be just fine. Girth, Wind, and Fire, they need to simply wait. Yeah, that running into the quad injected spit, being finished off with a shotgun, that's a pretty simple kill. Girth, Wind, and Fire needs some weapons and basically some light armors. Would be a good recipe for a retake. The reset was done. Who managed to pick the soul back up? Cash check able to get it back in his hands. And opting to go by way of the heavy spawn. A shot in the ass for boosting through. That Sorlag is not terribly healthy. Is that light up? Nope. So, 2 super shotgun shots from the hands of Oldie bring down the lizard. Now, I'm not really sure what the move is going to be here. Oh, Skybernaut gets levitated by Oldie. Pretty solid LG. But look at how much health Oldie has left. So yeah, Skybernaut was levitated, but he was definitely returning the punishment.
Soul taken.
Not a good toss. Actually misses and dips back down.
Incoming quad. Soul
Both
lost.
powers will be coming up, but I think that the quad will be a little bit delayed, so
Protection
we
spawned.
could see once again a protection pickup,
Your team has
and then shortly thereafter a quad by a single team. Ed's forehead is actually going to pick away the quad.
Soul
1-for-1
taken.
split on those items.
Capture B. Enemy has the quad. Soul lost.
Seth needs to be the hero here fighting against the quad, which actually the quad was traded off to Oldie. Look at how healthy Oldie is. If Oldie can, if he gets the mega, this is...
So lost. Enemy has the quad.
That's really big. How much time's left on the quad? Like 4 or 5 seconds? That 45 seconds picks up a kill, maybe 2? Yeah, that wasn't a quad kill, but that kept Cash alive just long enough to pick up the second one. Ooh. Seth doing good work with the shotgun. I'm trying to figure out right now what's the best move. I think at this point, Girth, Wind, and Fire needs to just throw the soul off. There you go. Soul was thrown off and it did respawn, but Drake Black was ready for it. They must have known that it was likely being thrown off, because defending this base when it gets pulled, 80% of the time it's likely being tossed away right off the map.
So lost.
Especially if there's not a team light.
So lost. Defend A. Defend A. Incoming protection.
Seth conducts some home delivery, hoping to get his team back on top.
Defend
Damage count.
So
Rail
lost.
going just over the head
Defend
of the Strahd.
Protection spawned. Enemy has the protection.
Alright, Drake, show us what you can do. Double power up. You don't see this every sack match. That was some devastating rockets.
Soul taken.
The shot on the turret, that's pretty standard. That turret's not moving anywhere, but then picking up cash after that, pretty damn good. And the soul, was it just reset again? Where'd it go? It was reset. I didn't hear the reset call out. No indicator of the soul respawning.
Defend B. Defend B. Soul.
That was a combination of kills. Okay. But there needs to be a little bit of a desperate series of pushes here from Girth, Wind, and Fire. 2 members up top in the rail tower, another 2 sitting on the pillars. Soul is pulled and reset. The question is there anyone there to pick it back up? At the moment, no one. It's a mad scramble, and I think that Team Ttully will get control of it now. Yep, that looks like a J-back. No, that's actually Ed's forehead. J-back's on the blue side. What a minute.
Obelisk sacrificed.
Impeccable LG out of Ed. Usually you see the shotgun from Ed, but whatever works. Much closer round 1. I don't think that there's as much of an uphill battle for Girth, Wind, and Fire to fight here.
Incoming soul.
Ed barely getting away with murder. I thought that his shotgun wasn't looking the cleanest, but the final shot finally hit the mark.
Soul taken.
Immediate pickup cashed. He's not ticking, but he is getting peppered. Soul does go down just in front of the mega pillar, which leaves Oldie to rocket jump up, toss the soul to 2 teammates. So the B point once again taken by Team Ttully. How does J-back and crew react? How do they respond? At the moment, this is looking like the same recipe as last round. For a second, I thought that soul should have fallen down to the bottom floor. Clearly, it was not meant to be.
You have the soul. Incoming protection.
Oh man, that must have been...
Quad.
I swear J-back must have had exactly 120 damage, because that shotgun did, I think, the absolute max. Able to secure the kill on the J-back and bring it back once more. Oh boy. Double power up coming up. Ed will have the protection just for a moment.
Has the protection.
I believe. I think that's Drake Black. Drake Black with the quad.
Enemy has the quad.
We're back to the old rule. If you pick up the quad, you die. J-Back is not going to adhere to the rules. Ttully saying he broke his wrist. He must have flipped his mouse right around.
Sword taken.
Double power up on J-Back. He didn't pick up both. It was just a matter of securing the kill on the other power up holder. And boy, oh boy, this is all three maps have been such a massive scrap. It has been a brawl fest.
Soul taken.
It's hard to keep track of exactly where everything's going and where everyone's coming from. Whenever I see Koth, I expect it to be much more of a slower paced, controlled, methodical pushes, but with this, it's like the California floods right now. Endless supply of bullets, rockets, everything else.
Soul lost.
The only thing that would make this more intense would be infinite ammo.
Capture A.
Drake attempting a top pull, but the LG will push him down, securing a free orb kill by Seth. We just see a sneaky pick off the top. Yeah, Ed's forehead. I think he either pulled from the bottom or rocket jumped up. He doesn't have a rocket, so it's definitely a top pull or a throw. Didn't quite catch what happened, but what we do know is Ed's forehead is able to recover the soul, bring it back to B, and get the quad for himself. Now he's not looking great on health for the moment. Can at least tank one rail if needed. Uh-oh. That's a quad and a soul ready to be grabbed by anybody, and quad and soul pickup go to Seth. Seth sitting on the protection as well, so he'll be more than happy to run home with this. Protection in process of running out, but the quad's still there. Goodbye, Drake Black.
Enemy has the quad. Soul lost.
That going to reset. That should land off the map. It does reset.
Soul lost.
With that reset, it will be thrown back. I want to say that that was potentially Seth who threw that back home. Wasn't quite on the soul when it happened, though.
Capture B.
Take a look at the score here. 60% right now in favor of the Team Ttully. Well,
Soul lost.
they can breathe easy, at least for the moment.
Soul spawn.
Even though the soul keeps getting pulled out, the lead that they have buys them a ton of time. Ttully, though, missing the jump. I think that was because of his punch coming through the portal. The momentum was a little too high, so he couldn't quite get to the soul. Even so, he has teammates that were able to snatch it up, no problem at all.
Soul lost. Soul lost. Soul lost.
All you keep hearing is soul lost, soul lost, soul lost.
Soul taken.
Checking out the numbers, the damage is pretty solid.
Soul lost.
Both teams on a pretty damn near even.
Protection spawned. Enemy has the protection. Quad spawn.
But even still, the score on the board does not reflect that, at least with the percentage.
Capture B.
The control has been firmly in Team Ttully's favor. Girth, Wind, and Fire just can't quite figure out the right move to make. Get this moving back on their side.
Soul taken.
Only held the soul for 13 seconds. Skybernaut, there's the rocket jump action I've been looking to see from him. Skybernaut is a phenomenal Clan Arena player. Abuse those rocket jumps a little bit more in Clan Arena since you don't take self-damage there, but Sacrifice is a little bit of a different beast. Aggressive movement with the rockets. No fear. Hearing 2 kills, but once again the soul is immediately pulled back.
Soul lost. Soul spawn. Soul taken.
Cashed. I think he was looking to throw it, but he should also be almost happy with falling with the soul.
Capture B.
Running a couple more ticks for Team Ttully, but now 10% and counting. Jaggernaut fighting a downhill battle. Trades 1 for 1. Landed 2 kills just before going down as well, so
Have the soul.
3 kills for 1 normally is good, but the spawns and the gap close from Team Ttully is
Soul spawn.
insanely strong. There's so much movement and speed that even when kills are secured, that 3-second death timer is not nearly
Soul
enough.
lost. Incoming protection. Incoming quad.
Here comes J-Back trying to rocket jump around, but will get caught out by Ed's forehead. 50 health. Oh, Ttully able to whip to the left, and even while at half health or less,
Enemy has the
kill on J-Back
protection.
and bring the soul home
Quad
once
spawn.
again.
Quad
think
damage.
Even though this will be
Soul
a
lost.
pull, it'll be a pretty simple retake, a recapture, and likely an 0-2
Obelisk sacrificed.
for its Team Ttully. There it goes. So that was one hell of a
You
series.
win. You win.
Grand scheme of things, Team Ttully wins the tiebreak. So yes, this will be a 1-2. Girth, Wind, and Fire taking 1 to Team Ttully, 2 for the series. And for this, I think it's a week 3 match. We finally get an actual best of 3. That should do it for tonight. We had several series throughout the day today. This one, I believe, rounds it out for this lovely Saturday, March 11th. Tomorrow, there will be some more. I think I'm playing in one of the matches. But we'll have a couple other teams, too. Just getting back to announcements from Old Hickory. What do we have up for tomorrow? Tomorrow is Unholy Darkness versus Lisp. I really hate saying that team name. They play at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. And if you're one of them Europeans, it'll be 6 p.m. Central European time. And the second match after that would be Robot House, which I believe is Old Hickory's team, against Rob Core's Sacra Delicious. They play at 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And I think somewhere smashed in the middle of those games will be my squad, which is captained by Dayu. And we are either playing against Waterloo's squad or Wildman's. I want to say it's Waterloo's. I was talking with Wildman earlier, and he said, absolutely not, we're not playing you. But anyway, I'm rambling on too much. Thanks, everyone, for coming by. That'll do it for another day of the SAC League. We will see you bright and early tomorrow. Thanks for coming by, and have a good night.